Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are safe and sound at your places and also attending the online classes regularly. So, here I am again today with you, going to discuss the summary of the second chapter of English Reader, A Tiger in the House. It's a very interesting story by Ruskin Bond, who is a well-acclaimed Indian author of British descent who has made a remarkable contribution to children's literature. So here we are going to read an interesting story about author's grandfather and his new pet, a tiger. Yes, it seems interesting. A new pet, a tiger. Timothy the tiger cub was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Dehra. So grandfather was not a shikari or a hunter himself, but he knew the forest of the Shivalik hills so well that most of the people who went there for hunting persuaded him to go along with him. So he used to guide them along every way of the Shivalik hills. And they lived there in the camp. The camp itself was really sumptuous, was really magnificent, with 7 large tents, one for each shikari, a dining tent, and a number of servants' tent. The sportsmen had never seen a tiger before, but now they were really giving up all hope of finding a tiger, and they were beginning to shoot at jackals. At the same time, grandfather was really hopeful of finding a tiger, and suddenly he spotted a little cub among the bushes and decided to take him to his home. It was really a little cub which was hiding among the bushes. At first, the tiger cub, who was named Timothy by grandmother, was brought up entirely on the milk given to him by their cook Mahmood. Yes, firstly, they fed the tiger cub on only milk, but later on, it was put on a diet of raw mutton and cod liver oil to be followed by tempting diet of pigeons and rabbits. In the house, Timothy was provided with 2 more companions. Yes, 2 more companions were there. It means 2 more pet animals were there at his home. And which were those animals? First was Toto the monkey, and second one was a small mongrel puppy found on road by grandfather. It means before bringing the little tiger cub in the house, grandfather already had 2 pets. First one was Toto the monkey and a small mongrel puppy. They were also living in the house. At first, Timothy appeared to be quite afraid of the puppy and darted back. So at first, Timothy was not so friendly of the puppy. He used to be very afraid. Finally, he allowed the puppy to crawl on his back and rest there. So very soon, he grew friendly with them. And one of Timothy's favorite amusements was to stalk anyone who would play with him. Now, as the time passed by, he was now of the same size as that of a full-grown retriever. And when he would take him out for walks, people on the road would give them a wide berth. Now they were having a difficulty with him to keep it in their house, but still they were managing because now it was not so big, and the Timothy was really comfortable in their house. Timothy had very clean habits. He slept at night in the cook's quarters. But when Timothy was about 6 months old, a change occurred. He steadily grew less friendly. Yes, when he was 6 months old, now he began to grow less friendly. And when he went out for a walk, he used to steal away to stalk a cat or someone's pet. And now even it began to stalk Mahmood also. Yes, Mahmood was their cook. And even Mahmood was now afraid of him. So now grandfather decided it was right time to transfer him to the zoo. Now the grandfather decided it was not safe to keep Timothy in the house because it has grown into a bigger one. Now they decided to send him to a zoo, and the nearest zoo was at Lucknow, which was 200 miles away. So grandfather went and left Timothy to that zoo. About 6 months later, when his grandparents were visiting the relatives in Lucknow, grandfather took the opportunity of visiting the zoo again and meeting Timothy. So after 6 months, when grandfather again went to Lucknow, he decided that now he would go again to the zoo and meet Timothy. Grandfather made straight for the particular cage in which Timothy had been interned. The tiger was there crouched in the corner, full grown with a magnificent striped coat. So grandfather straight away went to that cage only where he had left Timothy 6 months ago, and he saw there was one tiger which was fully grown and it had a magnificent striped coat. As he went there, he called Timothy and put his arms through the bars of the cage. So now the grandfather went there and he called Timothy and started loving him. The tiger also approached the bars and allowed grandfather to put his both hands around his head. Grandfather stroked the tiger's forehead and fickled his ears, and whenever he growled, smacked him across the mouth, which was his old way of keeping him quiet. So this time when grandfather met Timothy, he was really happy. He loved him. He put his both hands around his head. He even strokes the tiger's forehead, and tiger was also loving it. He even licked grandfather's hands. So the tiger also in return showed his love for grandfather. He started licking his hands. A number of people who had gathered in the zoo, they were watching the reunion when a tiger was being loved by a man. But at that very moment, a zookeeper pushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather what he was doing. So the grandfather told him that he was just loving that same tiger cub whom he had left 6 months ago. He also told the zookeeper, "Why don't you put him somewhere else? That leopard keeps frightening him. So I should go and see the superintendent about it." So grandfather was not happy the way it was being kept in that cage. So he told the zookeeper that you should keep him in a different cage, and for that grandfather decided to meet the superintendent himself. But the superintendent was not present in the zoo, so grandfather decided that he would come again the next day. So he returned to Timothy's cage to say goodbye, as it was beginning to get dark. He had been stroking and slapping Timothy for about 5 minutes now when another zookeeper came there, and he was really surprised to see this scene. And grandfather also recognized him, as he was the same keeper who had been there when Timothy had first come to the zoo. So now as grandfather was bidding goodbye to Timothy, another zookeeper came, and he was the same zookeeper who was there 6 months ago also when grandfather had come to leave him. Now grandfather told him, "You remember, it is the same one, it is the same cub which I have left 6 months ago. Why don't you keep it in another cage?" But the zookeeper replied, "Sir, it was not your tiger. It's a new one. It's not the same tiger which you have left it." He also told the grandfather that the tiger which you left it had died 2 months ago. Yes, the zookeeper told him, "It's not the same tiger which you had left it. It's a new one. They had just caught him just 2 months ago, and it was really a dangerous tiger, and the tiger which grandfather had left here had died." Grandfather could think of nothing to say. He was really shocked. So grandfather was really shocked to listen to all this. But the tiger, on the other hand, was still licking his arm and showing his love. With his face near the tiger, he said, "Good night, Timothy," and giving the keeper a scornful look, walked out of the zoo. So grandfather was really sad, but still he wished goodbye to that tiger, saying, "Goodbye, Timothy, good night," and then he left out of the zoo. So here, after reading the story, we come to know that animals also understand the language of love. They also need our love, care and affection. So be kind to all the animals around you. because if we will be kind to them, they in return will shower their love on us. As grandfather had left the tiger cub 6 months ago and expected that it was the same one, he started loving him, and that tiger also responded to him. He also showed his love by licking his hands. But what we came to know at the end was really shocking. It was not the same tiger. The grandfather's Timothy had died 2 months ago. So it was another wild tiger, but he too understood the language of love, which he never got in the zoo. But when he got that love, he too responded in the same way. So it gives us a lesson: be kind to animals and love all the animals around you. So I hope you understood the story of the chapter, and you all should go through it once again, read carefully, and tomorrow we shall discuss the question answers and the back exercises. So till then, stay safe and study well. Thank you.